3, 2, 1. I'm Margo.
And I'm Sierra.
This is Fire
and Blood
and Booze. Hi.
Welcome back to our third episode of the same night.
We're dying.
We're not wearing the same outfit. You are.
Hey, we added tiaras.
We added crowns. For those who watched the video, the uncut versions are free on YouTube. You should go watch them.
You should go watch them. You can see us in our pretty little crowns.
Yeah. They're still funny even when we're not uncensored.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doing shots of prickly pear vodka from Western Sun.
As always.
Drinking our Simply Lemonades and our Seagram's Refreshers. All delicious.
And cheers. Big shot.
Mine's bobby pinned, but I had to make sure that it was still gonna stay on there.
Yes.
Oh no.
That hit me.
Oh god.
Oh no. Do it again.
And today we are talking about episodes 9 and 10 of House of the Dragon season 1.
Woohoo!
So we're gonna do this, back to back. We're gonna talk about episode 9, then episode 10. We're not gonna flip-flop back and forth because it'd be a little confusing. The timelines are a little wibbly-wobbly. So I'm gonna start with the summary for episode 9, where we start with a silent red keep and a child reporting the king's death to Talia, who then reports it to Alicent. Alicent is saddened, but brings the council together with her father, where she relays the information that Viserys told her that she wants Aegon to ascend the throne.
Everyone thinks she's full of shit.
So she is. She doesn't know that she is, but she is. And in this council meeting, she realizes that the council have been plotting behind her and the king's back for years to usurp Rhaenyra for the throne and to instead put Aegon there. This causes Alicent and Otto to race to find the heir, kind of. Aegon is missing, and Alicent wants him so that she can promote peace towards Rhaenyra and her children, and Otto wants to find him first so that he can pressure him to kill Rhaenyra and her children. Rhaenys is locked away during the time of the king's death after they find out and during the race to find Aegon, but is freed by Sir Eric?
I don't know which one.
I don't know which one. They're twins, okay? Nobody knows which one's which.
Yeah.
Which we will see in season 2, actually.
Bitch.
We'll see where it comes back. But he frees her and is trying to get her out of the city when they are separated by the crowd, who is being rushed towards the dragon pit for Aegon's very rushed coronation. She is separated from him, finds her way to the dragon pit and to her dragon Meleys, where she makes a very dramatic exit. Through the boards, kills many, many civilians.
I was going to talk about that.
Threatens the entire Green faction and then says, "Deuces!
Deuces!
This is not my war to start," and flies away.
Period. Great summary.
That's not what I wrote.
But that's fine.
You know what? I feel like it's better. Oh, the dogs are wrestling again. I'm starting off with the children spying for Talia, who is in turn spying for Massaria, who we find out in this episode has been just working the network around King's Landing.
Yup.
Has all the information, all of the spies.
At all times. And ends up having one up on Otto later on in the episode, which is really fucking funny to see him put in his place. It's really funny.
We have the conversation between Alicent and Otto that the king is dead. He tries to kind of emotionally manipulate her about, you look so much like your mother, you're so weak for being, trying to make amends with your childhood friend, she's not your friend.
So in the behind the scenes, they purposefully paralleled this scene to the first time young Alicent comes to her father after Emma dies. And at that point, is this the scene?
Yes.
Okay. And at that point, she's like, "Oh, okay, whatever you say, father." But the scene in this episode mirrors it, but it ends up being a very different outcome, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, she really kind of gets a leg up on him in this
she,
episode.
She basically tells him to fuck off.
Yes. She's like, I have been a pawn in your games for my entire life,
and
you're now threatening the lives of innocents. Fuck you.
Even though
we're not doing that.
She's killed innocents indirectly, but she understands it's bad.
Yeah. She's like, fuck you, we're not playing this your way. This is my child who is going to be ascending this position. So, no, we're not doing it your way. You're not going to kill the daughter and grandchildren of my husband because this is not what he would want.
Yep.
And I love that for her.
And in this way, like, I truly think she was just going to let it all go until Viserys' last wish was that Aegon should be king, allegedly, even though that's not what he meant. That's what she got from it. Therefore, she's like, oh, my dying husband's last wish is this, and I'm going to follow it. Yeah. But also, he would not want them to die, so I'm going to follow it.
My next note is during the council meeting, where Alicent really starts off kind of detached and depressed looking, like she's clearly upset about Viserys' death. And then she finds out that Otto and the council have been plotting behind her back for years. And she's like, wait a minute.
Hold the fuck up.
Are you telling me that y'all have been planning this shit behind everybody's back for years? No.
Yeah.
She's like, what of Rhaenyra? Like, what are you going to do with her? And he's like, oh, well, she can bend the knee or be imprisoned or die. She's like, pump the brakes.
Wait a minute.
Pump the brakes, buddy. That's not what Viserys wanted. So,
yep. Skirt. And then I have bitch baby Cole again.
Cole is a twat.
Cole is a twat. God, he's awful. He literally... He literally just kills him for outspoken, and then Alicent was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? The leader of the Kingsguard was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like,
my next note was disappointed Alicent.
Yes. the people that she chooses to line up with is crazy.
Yeah, but they're kind of the only ones that will line up with her, so... Yeah. But she's very disappointed in Cole in this moment.
She is.
You can see it on her face, which, you know, whatever. My next note is that Westerling is a G, which is the Kingsguard who is like, my vows are to the king.
Yep. There's no king right now.
Until which point there is a king, I am gonna give you back that cloak because I don't support this. And walks out.
He is a G. Period.
Love him.
And then next is both Otto and Alicent going to their respective guards and saying, find me King Aegon, because King Aegon is missing. No one knows where he is. And they're both like, bring him back to me specifically.
Yes.
Before that, Helena's prophecy.
Before that, Helena's prophecy, where she does mention the beast beneath the boards. Again. Which is
Maylee's.
Yes.
Oh my god, cool.
But I also have that, why was Aemon going to Helena's chambers so early in the morning, if not the theory that they're secretly together? I just love supporting my theories. Yeah. It's not even my theory. I found it online.
Yeah,
but like, I love it. Therefore, why was he going to her chambers at
you have a good point.
The ass crack of dawn?
Got a good point.
So...
Such a good point.
My next note is that Otto's being a twat, which is just this entire episode.
Yep.
And I love seeing father and daughter on opposite sides for the first time.
Yeah, it's kind of fun that it was like, it's a race.
Yeah.
It's a race. And
it's very fun.
It's also like a really fun race. So it's like a little scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
And I have a quote from this when they go to the brothel, when Cole and Aemon go to the brothel. And Aemon was like, we went to the brothel at this age and blah, 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 blah. And Cole is like, every woman is an image of the mother and should be spoken of with reference. My man's got hurt. He's saying all that. My man's got real hurt by Rhaenyra.
He got his feelings real hurt. Also want to point out that his disguise hat is super fucking dumb looking. Worst disguise in all of Westeros. Ugly ass hoe.
So good. Okay, and my next note's not for a while.
I just want to point out the children fighting pits are really fucking gross, and I hate that Aegon frequents them.
Yep.
And has multiple bastard children.
Yep.
So, love that.
Awful.
I also love the Cole and Aemon bonding over being jealous bitches of siblings and other people, because Aemon's like being jealous of his brother, basically. Like, I wouldn't be acting like this if I was the heir to the throne, and Cole is like, yeah, I had nothing and came up from nothing and was shunned, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up.
I actually kind of want to talk about that, because do you think Aemon's jealous of Aegon, or do you think he's just like, Aegon is being an idiot right now?
I think he's jealous of him being the first son.
I don't even know if it's jealousy. I just think he thinks Aegon is being an idiot, and like if he was in that role, he'd do a much better job. But I don't think he's jealous per se. I just think he thinks he's doing a bad job.
See, I think he wants his position.
Fair.
Because he said multiple times, if I was in your position, I would be doing things differently.
I just think he wants to be seen as the favorite child and to do everything right.
That's true. And we see later on in the episode, he's like, I'll whisk you away. Or Aegon's like, I'll run away. And Aemon's like, maybe you should run away and I'll take your spot.
Fair.
And then Cole breaks in and
yeah,
like,
that is fair.
Coming with me.
That is fair.
Which is another one of, what if Aegon did run away and Aemon was king?
So mine is, would Aemon be a good king?
No.
You don't think so?
No. I think it would end up very Daenerys's father, Mad King, after a couple years.
That's fair. For some reason, I think he'd be an okay king.
I think he'd be okay. But like,
I think
as far as the war goes, he's murdering everybody.
You think?
Yeah. All of their heads on spikes.
Fair.
100%.
That's interesting. Because, like, he didn't want to kill... Spoilers. He didn't want to kill Luke.
No.
I just think he's a little bit immature right now, and like if he got into king, he wouldn't be playing around as much as he does.
Yeah.
I could also be so full of shit.
I mean, I don't think he would be the worst.
Yeah.
By any means. I have a throwback to one of our earlier episodes, and it's Larys talking to Otto. And Otto's like, you've gotten very close to the queen these past years. And Larys is like, I could switch sides, buddy. You want me to? I'll work for you. So even he's not loyal to Alicent. He's loyal to himself and what's going to benefit him the most.
What does he want?
Just to be in power, to feed information to kings and queens, and to be, meaningful, I guess.
Okay.
As like a spy master.
Interesting.
Because I don't think he sees himself being in a position of power other than the Lord of Harrenhal, but he can determine the fate of the kingdom by the information he feeds.
Okay.
Fair. So, I hate him.
Okay, what's your next note?
Is Alicent crying over Viserys' body for like 30 seconds, and then she, end scene, composes herself.
That's good.
In order to go talk to Rhaenys.
Yeah.
Do you have any notes about the scene?
No.
Okay. I think this is a very interesting power dynamic between the queen who never was and the queen that was. And their conversation is an interesting one that I'll bring up later when we're going through like our favorite things.
What did Rhaenys and Alicent talk about?
Basically, Alicent is wanting Rhaenys to come to their side. She's like, the bloodshed would be lessened if you were with us, because Rhaenyra would not be so prone to take action if she had one less dragon on her side.
And this is when Rhaenys was locked in her room, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And she's basically trying to convert her to their side. And one of my favorite lines that Rhaenys says in this whole... She has so many good lines.
She has a lot of good lines.
But one of them is, the words of my house is not fickle. And I thought that was really cute.
Yeah.
She's like, actually, I'm not going to make any choices right now.
Yep.
Because my lord husband is under the weather.
Yep.
I'm going to pass all that off to him.
And she does that even later with Rhaenyra.
Yes, she does. So the next scene is after Massaria is having her meeting with Otto that the twins arranged. Eamon and Cole witness this conversation and follow them and watch them so that they can be led to Aegon later on. But something Massaria says is, there is no power but what the people allow you to take.
Let me let that sink in real quick. There's no power.
But what the people allow you to take.
Explain.
It's very similar to a Game of Thrones quote. The leg is doing the leg. Power resides where men believe it resides.
Okay.
It's like
it's power of the people.
Yes. It's you are allowed to rule because the people allow you to rule. What we give you is what we give you, and what we do not give you is not yours. Which is just kind of powerful because she has the heir in her hands. Yeah. She can do with him what she pleases, and there's nothing anybody can do about it.
Absolutely. That's a good point.
And she holds all the power in this moment. And who is she? A whore?
Yeah. She's a ring master. She's a puppet master.
She is.
Pause.
They're so cute.
No, he's snoring.
Yes, he is snoring. Can you hear it?
I have no idea, probably.
My next note is the Aegon shuffle at the Sift.
So fun. That was a fun scene.
It was so fun.
Aegon's just trying to get away from both of them.
Yeah, he's just trying to run away.
God.
And everybody's like trying to tackle him. They're fighting each other. And they released an interview recently with the actors for Eamon and Aegon, where he's like, how's your depth perception going down 2 steps at a time? He's like, not good.
Because of the eye patch. Yeah.
Not good at all.
So good. I think he sent me that, or else I saw it or something.
I think I sent it to the group chat.
Okay, I watched it. I was like, this bitch.
And then one of the twins says, I'm not a part of this. Peace. And he goes and steals the crown and grabs Rhaenys, and they're headed out.
Love that for her. So then everyone it's coronation, right?
Before that is another conversation between Alicent and Otto, where she was like, I have him. You answer to me now.
Period.
This is going my way.
Yep.
So shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I have the heir. He is my son. He is under my control.
Period.
Not you.
Thank God for that, too. Not me rooting for Alicent.
Honestly, not the worst to root for.
Fair.
This is the scene where he tries to emotionally manipulate her about being friends with Rhaenyra and looking like her mother, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
Hate him.
Hate him. He's awful. Did she just vom?
No, she was trying to waller. I'm not trying to high five you, son, but thank you. He's doing his very best. We also get a scene with Alicent and Larys, and his foot fetish is in full swing.
I said, can we do a least favorite scene? Because it's this one.
Yeah. Also want to talk about the fact that, does he have a foot fetish because he has a fucked up foot?
We have talked about that, and I thought about putting that in there, and then I was like,
no, I think I will.
Okay.
Because, is that why you have a foot fetish there?
Probably.
Because
there's always a reason.
Yeah.
That they do disabilities like that.
Yeah.
In movies and TV shows, is what I mean.
Yeah. Is it because you've been, like, put down and not looked at as a force to be reckoned with your whole life because you have a fucked up foot and a limp and whatever?
Yep.
And so now you have a foot fetish? Hate that.
Hate that for you. I'm so sorry.
She has to take her stockings off to show her toes.
And then the fact that she turns sideways while
and he's staring at them.
I mean, yeah, duh.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, that's my least favorite scene.
This is the scene where he offers to take out Massaria and her spies, and Alicent is picking her nails.
Finally, she's like, actually, let's not do that.
Actually, let's not.
Actually,
he does it anyway.
Does he?
Yeah.
What?
The building near the end of the episode is burning.
Oh, I was going to ask you about that because I did not know what that building was. Damn, he took out.
Yeah.
Damn.
Was she like, let's not? Or was her turning to the side and offering her toes like a, yeah, sure?
No, I think she was like a let's not, but in exchange for that, all this information, here's my feet. I'm not going to look at you while you jack off, but... Here's my feet.
But here's my feet, I guess. And then we get to the coronation. Do you have anything about them in the carriage on the way there?
No. Yes. Later.
Not in the carriage?
Yes, in the carriage. I'll talk about later.
My only note about the carriage is that Aegon knows that he shouldn't be king.
Yeah, duh. But, like, he wasn't raised thinking he was gonna be king.
Yeah. And he knows that his father didn't like him.
Yeah.
Named his sister Heir and never changed his mind.
Yeah.
It's like he had 20 years to change his mind and he never did.
Yeah.
What do you expect me to believe? That my mother is the only person that heard him speak a change in succession? I don't believe that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we get to the coronation.
Do you have anything about the actual coronation?
I don't think so. Oh, well, I do.
Okay.
They have already made golden banners.
Damn!
That was so fast.
That's how I felt for the wedding scene between Rhaenyra. Oh, never mind. They're thousands of years old. Their outfits were already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye. Never mind.
And Helena watches the coronation while he's being blessed, and then when he's being crowned, she doesn't look at him. Which is opposite of Aemond. Aemond doesn't watch while he's being anointed, and then does watch while he's being crowned, which is really kind of funny between the two of them.
Is there any deeper meaning to that?
Other than Aemond is staring at that crown very jealously, and
Fair.
Helena's like, please God, no.
Yeah, literally. Okay, fair.
And then my last note is I write it in all caps, but big caps is Meleys underlined.
So Meleys, written by Rhaenys, she literally busts through the floor and kills a lot of civilians. Like, how many people did Rhaenys kill coming up from the dragon pit? It was a boss-ass bitch move, though.
It was, yeah. Also like that, in that moment, Alicent shields herself in front of Aegon and tells Cole to take care of Helena. She says, get Helena, and shoves him back. And she's protecting the king in that moment.
Interesting.
So it's the most mom she's ever been.
Yeah. What do you think? So Rhaenys has her dragon, obviously, and could easily kill all of them right then and there, but she doesn't. Why do you think she does that? Wait, it says it in the next episode. Never mind.
Okay. I was just going to say that she doesn't take drastic measures for herself. Like, she runs choices by her husband, by the people close to her. She does not like to make choices for herself because she was shunned. And she's like, all those years ago, and she's like, you know what? You don't want me to be queen. You don't want me to make big choices. I'm never going to make a big choice in my whole entire life.
Fair. Here's what I was thinking. As I said, I think by saving them, Rhaenys demonstrated that she'd be a good queen. So, like, this whole time, they've been killing people who are not pleading fealty to them, pledging fealty to them. But she saves them, and that shows that she has mercy. And she's like, I would have been a better queen than you guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was kind of my take on it. Like, the look that Rhaenys was giving them, it was good. And then she flies away.
I also don't think that she wants to be the catalyst for this war.
For sure. That's what she says in episode 10. So those thoughts were kind of like before episode 10, which we'll get into in a second, but
still. Who's your MVP? Rhaenys.
Duh. She's the boss-ass bitch. Love her.
What's your favorite scene? Because mine's kind of long, so I'll have to read it.
I mean, my favorite scene is probably when Rhaenys comes up through the coronation.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Mine is the council at the very beginning, where Alicent realizes.
Okay.
Where Alicent realizes that all of these people that she has been counseling for years have actually been plotting behind her back.
Okay.
I think it's a really interesting scene as far as relationships go. And I like that. I hate bitch baby Cole.
Hate bitch baby Cole.
But I think it's a very interesting scene to her personally.
Do you think she felt like Because I feel like for the past 6 years, she had felt like she was in control.
Yeah.
Do you think she felt like, oh, I actually wasn't as much in control as I thought?
Oh yeah, I think she felt absolutely betrayed.
Yeah.
In that moment, because the last couple of years she's felt like she's been building relationships among the council
And like
with
calling
her
the
father.
shots.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. And then once she finally thinks that maybe she's building relationships like she's wanted all of these years, she realizes that nobody was actually loyal to her.
Damn.
Once again, nobody is on her side.
Damn.
And she's...
Poor Allison.
Yeah. What is your favorite line?
Okay, my favorite line is from the carriage scene between Allison and Aegon on the way to his coronation. What?
Is it you imbecile?
Yes! So Aegon asks, do you love me? And Allison goes, you imbecile. I'm like, what does that mean? It made me laugh out loud, but like, honestly, what does that mean?
And she said it with a laugh, and I think it's kind of like, of course. I love you.
Okay. I also didn't think, I don't know, I took it a couple different ways, but I'm like, that was so funny. And then like it cut.
Yeah. And then it cuts to something else. But I think because she said it with a chuckle, it's meant to be interpreted as, of course I love you, you idiot.
Fair. Okay. What's your favorite line?
I had to wet the whistle for this one.
That sounds dirty.
So sorry. And this is from the scene of Alicent and Rhaenys.
Okay.
And the conversation starts with, you're wiser than I thought, Alicent Hightower. She says, and yet you toil still in the service to men. Your father, your husband, your son. You desire not to be free, but to make a window in the wall of your prison.
Ooh. I was half paying attention to that scene, so that is a good line.
It's a good line. And then she leans in and she whispers, like, have you never envisioned yourself on the Iron Throne?
Yeah.
And you
I
can
did
see Alicent's face, and Alicent's like, holy shit, I haven't. Why haven't I?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. And then you get the conversation with her and Otto after this, where she's like, fuck you, I've been a pawn in your games and I'm not doing it anymore.
Period. Rhaenys for the win. And that's
Rhaenys
another reason why Rhaenys is our MVP.
Yes! I do not need of my stuff for episode 10.
Love that for you. Do you have any book stuff?
I'll do it all in a lump sum at the end.
Okay, a couple TV stuff from episode 9 is the actor that plays Otto, his name's Reese. He was describing the actor who plays Alicent, Olivia Cook, and he says Olivia is a weather system. And I thought that was the most beautiful, impactful statement. Like, I want to be called a weather system, just being so powerful and amazing, and like, you can't take your eyes off of them. I'm like, that is a sick-ass line.
That's beautiful.
Weather system. Love that. Also, the House of the Dragon sculptor stays busy. Like, I swear, in every single of these behind-the-scenes episodes I watch, the sculptor is there sculpting something. Like, in this episode, it was the doors for the sept. Sept? Oh, it was the dragon. No, sorry, it was the dragon pit. Dragon pit. The doors for the dragon pit. Yeah, fair. The doors for the dragon pit, though, it was specifically in the behind-the-scenes. There's just so many murals and pieces of art. I'm like, how cool. His whole job is sculptor. I thought it was cool. And then one last one is for the coronation scene. It is such a huge area in the movie and it feels so large. But if you look at that behind the scenes videos of them, they're actually all stuffed in like the tiniest room I've ever seen. And there's so many people in it. And it just looks miserable.
Yeah.
Big difference from the vastness of the dragon pit on the show.
Yeah. Who's supposed to fit like 80,000 people?
Yeah. And there's like 100 people fit in this like tiny ass room running.
Yeah. And then they just copy and paste all of those people all around.
Literally. That scene took a lot, but I'm proud of them. It was pretty cool to watch.
It was very cool.
Yeah. So that was episode 9. And get into episode 10.
Yeah. Finale! Wow!
Okay.
Just have blood.
Probably because we keep on drinking sugar.
And carbs.
God.
Oh fuck. I need to figure out what my favorite line is for episode 10. Give me a second.
3, 2, 1. And
Part 2.
Part 2. We're back for episode 10. I have the summary. It is called The Black Queen.
Oh, we didn't do the name of the last episode. It was the Green Council.
Yes. Okay. So after busting through... Oh, here's my line. After literally busting through Aegon's coronation, Rhaenys flies to Dragonstone to warn Rhaenyra about her father's passing and the usurp of Alicent. Rhaenyra is very stressed and decides right then to go into labor and give birth to a premature, stillborn baby. Sad face.
Sad face.
Meanwhile, Daemon is very pissed about the situation and goes into full battle mode. He starts trying to plan for war while Rhaenyra is in labor. At the stillborn baby's funeral, everyone pledges loyalty to the new queen Rhaenyra, except for Rhaenys, who does not kneel. Rhaenyra tries not to immediately go to war. Otto comes to Dragonstone to try to negotiate peace and get Rhaena to kneel to King Aegon. None of them are having that, and she does not kneel, of course. Rhaenys, meanwhile, convinces her husband Corlys to back Rhaenyra, and he does. In a pursuit to gain allies, Rhaenyra sends both of her sons on Dragonback to different places in the realm. Lucerys, the younger son, goes to visit the Baratheons, but Aemond is already there. The Baratheon is insulted that Rhaenyra didn't bring an offer and refuses to pledge his fealty. Aemond really wants to enact revenge and take Lucerys' eye, since that's the one who took his eye. A dragon fight ensues, and seemingly accidentally, Vhagar eats Luke and his dragon. Sad face. Again. Upon finding out this news, Rhaenyra looks like she is ready for war. And that is the end of the season. So let's get into it.
Let's get into it. We open on Luke and Rhaenyra in the chamber with the painted table, where he's like, I don't know how to be Lord of the Tides. I get seasick.
He's so sweet.
He's so sweet. He's like the sweetest middle child ever, to be honest. And in the middle of this conversation, Rhaenys brings the news that Viserys is dead and her throne has been usurped.
And she wastes no time.
No.
She's like, hello, Viserys is dead.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
After just seeing him. It's really heartbreaking. And then, of course, the baby is coming exactly at that time. Like, she's like kind of wincing throughout this whole conversation of trying to figure out what's been happening and what to do now. And, of course, this is the perfect time to have a premature baby.
Yeah.
Well, great
time. My biggest note during this is that Daemon is angry.
Daemon is angry.
He's like, they have poisoned my brother. They killed him. Like, he does not believe for 1 second that Viserys died of natural causes.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, of course, so while Rhaenyra is giving birth, Daemon is with the other people of the council trying to plan battles.
Yes.
And I just kind of want to talk about this a couple of times. Throughout Rhaenyra's birth scene, there's like clips of dragons roaring.
Yes.
Is she connecting with her dragon right now?
Yes. We've talked about it a couple of times that dragons feel their riders.
Yes.
So Syrax is feeling her emotional and physical turmoil, which is... Eric Voss, I'm so sorry, but you were wrong during this scene.
Ooh.
It was definitely Syrax specifically in the Dragon Motte roaring for her rider.
Are you sure? Did you like pause and look?
No, but I'm 100% sure.
Okay. Yeah, I thought about
I'll stand by that.
That's fair. I thought about pausing and looking at the dragon. I'm like, I honestly don't know if I would recognize that dragon, so I didn't do it.
Probably not. I'm 100% certain that is
Yeah.
Syrax feeling her pain intercut.
Yeah. I thought that was really cool.
Also the fact that Dragonstone has no insulation.
Oh god, yeah, this bitch is sweating.
Y'all can hear everything in the council room.
Yes! I wanted to mention that, like, while they're planning for battle, just Rhaenyra is just groaning.
Yeah.
Moaning and groaning, which is like, oh god, she should be in there.
Which, it's... You want it to be funny, but it's so serious that it can't be funny.
Yes.
So it's like, What?
Literally.
Do you have anything else about the birth of the baby?
Is your next thing about Jace?
Yes.
Okay. Then no.
Okay. My next thing is that Rhaenyra summons her oldest 2 boys, to her birthing chamber and passes the torch to Jace.
Mm-hmm.
If anything happens to me, you are my heir.
Yeah. Also, stand up for me right now.
Yeah.
While I'm not able to.
Yeah.
And Jace goes into the council meeting with Daemon. So Rhaenyra basically tells him, I don't want anything happening without my say-so.
Yes.
And I know this bitch is planning shit right now and he needs to stop. So Jace just stand up for his mother because he loves her so much. Goes into goes into the council room of these like big scary men and is like, you need to stop. Didn't really work, but I still love his effort.
Yeah. He was like, he comes in, he's like, my queen mother has declared that nothing is to happen while she is abed. And Daemon's like, cute. Anyhow, and Jace is like, I said what I said.
Yes.
My mother is queen. You're not allowed to do anything.
He was very confident in that, and I'm very proud of him. It was really cute. I really liked it.
He tried really hard, and then Daemon
work.
takes him out to prove a point to the Kingsguard. But, you know, fair. They are sworn to the king, and, you know, it's an iffy time. Mm-hmm. They needed to re-swear their loyalties.
Yeah, for sure.
At this time.
Yes. Okay.
What is your next note?
The funeral.
I want to point out before that, Rhaenyra does not allow the Silent Sisters to, like, rock the baby.
Yeah, she does it.
She does it herself. And Daemon grieving on the beach was almost entirely cut out.
He does it, though.
He does, but they filmed more than they showed.
Okay.
Like, they really filmed enough to emphasize his grieving, and then decided to just cut that shit. I have a... Hello? You know what?
That's Miguel Sapochnik's spirit just...
knocked my crown off. Yeah, I don't care. Fuck you, Miguel. I have words. Because the characterization of Daemon in this episode...
Oh, I have more. We'll get to that a little bit later, but yes, I agree.
Oh, I'm pissed about it. Because it's fucked up.
Do you want to hold?
No, you keep going. I'll just do this on camera.
Okay.
While they wrestle.
Great. So the next scene is the funeral of the premature baby. Mm-hmm. And basically everyone that is in support of her right now that's at Dragonstone is there. Mm-hmm. And Eric, or...
I think it's Eric.
Those sounded the exact same.
It's Eric or Auric?
Auric. Okay, I don't know which one. One of the twins.
I think it's Eric.
Brings her father's crown, which I think is like if they had any question over what.
Thank you.
If they had any question over whether he was being genuine or not, I think that was a perfect way to say, hey, I am loyal to you. I brought you your father's crown so that you can wear it.
Yeah.
And then, this
1 second. Okay.
They said you've been podcasting too long.
Eric being genuine.
Just so genuine. And when I forgot who starts saying this, but he starts saying the Kingsguard vows to the queen and using she, her pronouns. And I was like, oh, this is kind of sick. This is something I haven't heard before. And I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And everyone, obviously, like, this is basically her coronation.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a really nice parallel of Daemon looking at the crown, grieving Viserys for a minute, and then kind of moving on and placing it on Rhaenyra's head. Yeah. I thought that was really cool. That shot of, like, from underneath the crown,
of him just holding
it was beautiful. I thought it was a nice parallel to when he did it the episode before.
You did so good. You barely reacted.
Thank you. He looked so heartbroken in that shot, and you can just tell he is flying off the deep end right now because he is just so sad. And then, of course, everyone kneels to the new queen, except for Rhaenys.
She said, I'm not taking part in any of this. My husband can.
And I honestly think Rhaenyra respected it.
Yeah. I don't think she had a problem with it.
Yeah.
Really. I feel like, you know what, we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Because it gets worse later. Well, Daemon gets worse later.
Yeah. No, yeah.
We'll talk about it
later.
Talk about it. My next note is the table.
I said the battle table is actually lit up as intended, and it's so stunning and so badass.
It's so badass.
It's so cool. Because is it the same one as in the Game of Thrones series?
Yes.
Okay, that is so sick. Why didn't they do that? Did they just like not know?
I don't think they knew.
Oh, it's so cool. It's so sick. Yeah, and they said we're ready. The fire just burning within. Oh, yeah, so cool.
I think the information was lost in the last couple of years, so they didn't really know what to do with it. Because, like, obviously Stannis doesn't know what to do with it. And Daenerys had no formal Targaryen training and doesn't know what to do with it.
So fair. That is so cool. I loved it.
So good.
So badass. And then, so it's the battle talk scene now.
Yes.
Her titles gave me chills. When they finally said all her titles, gave me chills. It was amazing.
I love it. I love that you can tell in this scene she doesn't necessarily know how to act as queen.
Literally, LOL, she doesn't like how everyone is acting differently towards her, and she doesn't know what to do. She's like, I'm just the same person, guys, but now I'm like, I don't know what to do. Usually other people do this, and now I have to do it. Uh-oh.
Yeah, when the guards are like, keep following her, and she's like,
hello.
hang on.
And then either Rhaena or Bela come up to her and is like, wine, my queen. And she's like,
Rhaena.
She's like, thanks.
Yeah. She's like, okay.
But then she starts off and then she's good. Like, she gets into the groove of thing. I think she was like a little bit nervous at first, but then she gets into the groove of it. And I think she does great.
Yeah. I definitely, the power dynamics between her and Daemon at these table talks flip-flops so much.
Yeah.
Like, he starts to take the lead and she gets mad and he steps down and she takes the lead and then she doesn't know quite where she's going with it and he takes the lead. But then she kind of gets mad at him for taking the lead.
That's a good point.
It's very interesting to see them in this moment.
Yes.
When the power is passed on and he kind of knows more what to do than she does in battle. Like, obviously this is going to come to war.
Yeah.
But she's not willing to accept that yet.
Yeah.
And she's like, let's, be peaceful, send terms, shore up our alliances. And Daemon's like, okay, we have enemies here, allies here. We're going to do this to shore up our defenses. And she kind of gets mad at him for it because he's kind of taking over. She's a new queen. She can't be perceived as weak. She's a woman.
Yeah.
She's already being put down just by being female. She can't have her male consort taking the lead here. Yes. And he does it anyway.
Yep. And he's been doing this the whole time.
Yeah.
I think he really took a turn for the worse in this episode. Do we want to talk about it now?
Sure.
I think... Oh, no, let's do it later.
Okay.
Oh, no, we can talk about this.
We can do it now, yeah.
Okay, so, like, I get that his brother died and he wants Rhaenyra to be queen, but, like, why is he so angry at Rhaenyra? Why is he, like, so spicy? Like, she's not even that angry, or, like, she's angry, obviously, but she's not that impulsive. I feel like they just kind of, like, ruined his whole character arc.
I think it's more to do with his trauma of wives that he loves having traumatic births.
Oh, really?
Coming back, because, like, when she's giving birth, he's cool. He's, like, shoring up the defenses around Dragonstone, making sure that they're going to be safe if somebody tries to attack. And then he finds out that Visenya died. Like, his baby...
Visenya?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
His baby girl died in birth, and he's, like, having flashbacks, PTSD, like crazy shit.
So you don't think it's about Viserys?
Not necessarily, no. Like, I think he's angry thinking that they killed his brother, but on top of that is the trauma of losing his child.
Interesting.
compounded with that, which is brought about by his brother's death.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what sends her into premature labor, is the trauma of her father's death and the usurping of her throne.
Sure.
He's like, they've killed my brother, they've killed my baby, like, they're coming for my family.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he doesn't know what to do with those emotions.
I also, yes. I also just think maybe he was itching to get back into a fight. Because, like,
Also fair. It's been a while.
the best that he's probably ever felt was when he won the Battle of the Stepstones. So even though he's kind of took a back burner and has actually grown a lot, maybe this sparked something in him that was like, oh, I want to get back out there and fight. Because a big thing of this episode is Rhaenyra doesn't want to immediately go to war, and Daemon's like, yes, we have to immediately go to war.
Yeah.
So maybe that was also another...
Before we get into the bridge scene, I would like to point out the difference in the book.
Okay.
Is that during these council meetings, Rhaenys and Rhaenyra are like full steam ahead, murder everybody. And
really?
Daemon is the one that's like, let's take stock of our troops, our supplies, like, let's go about this smartly.
Interesting.
And Rhaenyra's pissed, and Rhaenys is like, we have more dragons than they do. They're all gonna die.
Fucking Daemon apologist right here.
Yeah.
I'm pissed that I made Daemon seem like the bad guy.
I am, but that's why. It would have been much more interesting if Rhaenyra was a little bit more angry.
Yeah.
And a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
Which, that screenshot I showed you. Don't be aggressive, I love it.
Yes. Okay, bridge scene. Oh! I need to look up a quote real quick.
Okay.
Go ahead, though.
I love the parallel between this and episode 2? No. 2. Yes. Of her showing up to that bridge on Cyrax, mounting on the same side, and then walking through the crowd.
Yeah.
to
so
get to
good.
where she needs to be.
Same bridge.
And the line, it's Queen Rhaenyra now.
Oh. Period. Period.
Love that.
Daemon is so fucking sassy in this scene.
Yes. Love that.
So good. He's so mad.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, I feel like him being triggered is a good theory, but I just feel like he's too sassy and pissed off rather than sad and serious for it to be like triggering. But maybe that is, I don't know.
I feel like people react differently.
That's fair.
He's always kind of gone off his rocker when he's been like emotionally distraught.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
He always kind of just loses his shit.
Yeah, you're right.
He just reacts to trauma differently.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't changed that for any of these.
I forgot.
It's fine.
It's fine.
If I pay attention. I love my queen calling Otto a traitorous fuck.
Yeah.
And throwing his pen off the bridge.
That was funny. I wish she kept it for her own hand.
Yeah.
Ooh, who do you think she would name hand?
I can't tell you. I know.
Damn it, I forgot. Fuck.
Who do you think she's gonna name hand?
Write it down. We'll do that for season 2 predictions.
So, do you have any more notes about the bridge?
No.
I have one, and it's Otto once again trying to emotionally manipulate the females in his life.
Yep. By giving Rhaenyra a page from Allison's book or something.
Yeah.
That she ripped out, like, way
In
back when they were...
episode 1.
Yeah, literally, way back when they were kids. Oh, and she like... And then Rhaenyra's like, wait, this actually might work. I'll think about it.
I don't think she's gonna think about it.
Me neither, but she
actually.
still was, like, emotionally upset by it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And fuck Otto. Hate Otto.
Yeah, I hate Otto. He's a bitch.
He's a bitch. We have another council meeting.
Yep.
How about that? So many meetings in this episode.
Yay. I love war planning. I said, where's it? War planning is so fun.
My note was Daemon being a twat.
Yep. Also, Rhaenyra says, I do not wish to rule over ash and bone. which we just watched this episode together out there, and Rhaenyra said that, and I went, oh, because that is almost exactly what Daenerys said in the last season of Game of Thrones, and guess what she did?
I do not wish to be Queen of the Ashes.
Oh, guess what she did? She burned the whole fucking place down.
Pop off, Queen. So
I said, don't react. I said, hello? Is that foreshadowing? Is that foreshadowing, Rhaenyra? Hello? Okay.
I mean, we are about to have a war with dragons. Obviously, there's fire involved. I have one line from this scene, and it's Rhaenyra counseling Patience, and Daemon going, "That's your father talking?" I love Daemon. I'm a Daemon apologist, but I swear to God, if I could climb in that screen, I'd punch him right in the shit. Oh. You shut the fuck up. Oh my God. And she goes, "My father's dead. He named me heir, so..."
She said, "Yes, and?"
"Run that by me again, Mr. Not the Heir." Oh my God. If I could climb in that screen, Daemon, I'd be the one choking you.
I was gonna say, my next is...
Honestly, hate him for it. But find it really fucking funny that at the end of this, she's like, "He never told you the prophecy, did he?"
Oh.
Well, that's funny.
Is that the next scene?
Yeah, they're having the council, and then she dismisses everybody but Daemon.
Okay. And then he chokes her out because... Why?
Because she is counseling Patience because she sees the bigger picture.
Yep.
Because she knows the prophecy.
Because
she's like, the Song of Ice and Fire, my destiny is against the war, the threat in the north, and he's, you know, the Song of Ice and Fire, my father told it to me when he named me heir, and he's like, "What?
Yeah.
Are you talking about?"
Yeah. And I think Daemon honestly chokes her out because she's not doing what he wants her to do.
I think it is being pissed that his brother once again shunned him.
So I think... Because I think she said all that after she was choked.
She said it before.
She started saying a prophecy, and he chokes her and then says, my brother was riddled by omens and prophecies."
Yeah, he says it.
But then after
she says the prophecy. She's
prophecy?
like, "The prophecy is the Song of Ice and Fire, the war in the north. This is not my destiny, it's everyone's destiny."
Okay.
And he's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Okay, fair. I think them choosing him to choke out Rhaenyra is kind of like Jaime running back to Cersei at the last second. It kind of doesn't fit his growth. I just don't get why they chose him to do that.
We don't have the time to get me started on this, to be honest.
Fair.
Other than I hate it, and you could characterize him in so many other ways.
Yeah, that was just weird to me. I didn't think that fit his love for Rhaenyra or his growth.
No, they chose to characterize him in the worst possible light from episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't quite know why. But, okay. Pop off, I guess. The next conversation is Corlys and Rhaenys.
So yeah, basically during this whole scene, Rhaenys just kind of convinces him to back Rhaenyra, and also tells him of his brother's death. And I think she was very much, your brother was an idiot. He got himself killed, basically. Oh my God. Oh, she's mad.
I have so many feelings about Daemon, y'all. Y'all.
Oh.
Directly to the camera.
Do you have anything else to say about that conversation?
I really love that Mom and Dad made up. First of all, because I love them.
Yes. Are you feeling it now?
No.
Okay.
I like that Corlys is finally realizing that his aspirations are not going anywhere. It only took him this many fucking years to realize that actually maybe I'm not gonna sit on the Iron Throne, or my children, or my grandchildren.
Do you think he wanted to sit on the Iron Throne,
Yes.
or he wanted Rhaenys to sit on the Iron Throne?
Don't think he cared either way, as long as it was his family name.
Fair. Okay.
And he says that Rhaenys was right in not having those ambitions.
Yeah.
And thank God he finally came to that conclusion that
Yeah.
maybe his wife is in fact wise
Yeah.
and knows better than him.
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
crazy fucking thought.
And then he bust into the council meeting again.
Yes.
The amount of gobsmacked entrances in this season is crazy.
Yeah.
Daemon, fucking Viserys in the last episode, or 2 episodes ago, Corlys. It's like almost lost its lackluster, or it's almost lackluster now because it's lost its like impact, because like it's always like,
Has it?
no, I was still sick as fuck.
Still sick as fuck. Damon, this is for you.
Okay. After we literally just talked about him choking someone.
Yeah, but that's not canon in the book, so fuck it. George didn't write it, it's not fucking real.
Fair. No, I disagree. It's fine.
I
And
do
then
have a scene about him in the throne room talking to him.
Yeah.
If you have anything else with it.
That was it. I just want to talk about the amount of crazy entrances into a room.
Yeah. I like the way that they put Corlys by himself. Like he was framed by himself in this shot. Where the twins are with the boys in frame, and then Rhaenys is behind Rhaenyra in frame.
That's fun.
So like all of the women in his life are with Targaryens, and he's framed by himself until he decides to pledge his allegiance.
That's fun.
And then it kind of widens to.
That's fun.
It's
Love
very cute.
that.
Ooh.
Okay, now let's get serious.
Okay.
Maybe you have something before that, and then I'll re-say it.
What's your next thing?
Jace?
Okay, I do have it before that. And it is in this conversation there are conversations of securing the gullet, which is the passage into King's Landing. And I think that the Battle of the Gullet is going to end season 2. That's my theory for this episode. I think season 2 is ending with the Battle of the Gullet.
Why are you talking about this now?
Wait. Bring it back. Rewind,
Okay.
rewind. I do have one more thing.
Okay.
And is that they talk about securing the gullet
Okay.
with the Valarian sheeps. And we will see that later on. Nobody's gonna know what that means because I'm gonna cut the other.
Just cut the whole thing. Just cut the whole thing.
You know what? This whole conversation is just gonna go into
Cut
the next
whole
one.
thing. Just the whole episode is fine.
The whole episode. Wow.
Yeah.
We're doing a lot over here.
Okay. Wait, and now let's get serious.
Okay. And scene.
Jace and Luke offer up their help to their mother's war.
Yeah.
And it's very sad, the outcome of this.
Yeah.
Because he just loves his mother. He's like, I want to do something. I want to be prepared.
Yeah. He's really trying to be a good prince.
Yes.
He's trying to be very foot forward, like learning things.
Proactive.
Yeah.
He offers to go to potential allies and try to get them on their side. And of course, Luke has to do it now. For
You
some
could
reason.
say our side. It's our side. We're Team Black.
I wasn't questioning that. I'm just saying Luke got roped into that.
Yeah.
Which is so sad.
Yeah.
Um,
Baby Joffrey also volunteered to go.
really? The fucking 3-year-old?
Yeah. And Rhaenyra was like, go back to your crib.
Is that in the book?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Like, actually, you're not going.
Actually, no. Bye. Okay. The dragon that Daemon tries to claim.
I only want to briefly bring up the boys swearing on the book
Oh.
not to fight.
Okay.
and to only go as messengers was really a sweet scene.
That was a sweet scene because she obviously had so much reservation with sending them, but like she knew that Jace was trying to like learn and be good princes, and that honestly it would help her strategy in the war. So she's like, she allowed it.
Yeah.
And then it just did not end well.
Yeah, and she sent Luke to where she thought he would be safest.
Yeah.
Because they've been friends with the Baratheons since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
Thinking that he would be safest there.
And
her
you-
sweet little baby.
Yeah, and you can tell she loves them so much, and it's so sweet.
Because you get to see from episode 6 to now how much she protects and just keeps those boys close to her heart.
For sure.
It's so sweet.
The dragon that Daemon tries to claim, it's like sea snake or something like that. Okay, what is it?
Vermithor.
I was nowhere close.
Vermithor is Rhaenyra's great-granddad's dragon. The one at the beginning of episode 1, who's like super old and they're choosing who's going to succeed him, was his dragon.
That was a badass dragon.
It was a badass dragon. He's
I'm
old as fuck though.
I'm excited. Woo.
And his queen's dragon is up for claims, so. Silverwing.
His queen? Oh, okay, cool.
So
Maybe that's what I was thinking, because he was saying different dragons' names, and I thought one of them was like sea snake or something. Like, no, the sea snake is. I don't know what I was thinking.
sea smoke, maybe.
But I know sea smoke is Daemon's.
Laenor's.
Laenor's. Oh, sea snake is up for grabs.
Sea smoke is up for grabs. Yes.
I want to die. God, it's so fucked up in my
Sea
brain.
smoke is not up for grabs unless Laenor has died off screen. Because he's bonded to a rider.
Well, he obviously has to keep up appearances that he died, so he says sea snake is up for grabs when he was talking about, I want to die. Sea smoke. Okay.
Anyhow, the king at the beginning of the very first of this season, his dragon was Vermithor.
Yes. Okay.
His queen's dragon was Silverwing.
Mm-hmm.
Those two dragons are still alive and up for grabs.
Great.
Yes.
Okay, and then
we go to
the Baratheons. He doesn't bring. Do you have anything about the actual interaction between the Baratheons?
Just that in the book, Luke actually antagonizes Aemond in this scene. Like Aemond is, offering up his hand to one of the daughters, and he kind of insults him about, if you like a man with one eye or something like that. It's been a while since I read it. I didn't re-listen to this earlier. But he antagonizes him before he leaves.
Yeah.
So, and the knife twirl is hot as fuck.
The knife twirl is hot as fuck. Oh my goodness.
I don't care.
The knife twirl from Aemond, of course.
Yes.
And then the dragon fight between Luke and Aemond.
Happens.
What is the drama behind this dragon fight, please?
I feel like you have a lot more to say about it, to be honest.
I just remember there being drama about this dragon fight.
Well, I think the majority of the drama comes from, like, the online drama
That's what I
comes
want to know.
from Aemond being no Vhagar, no. And in the book, the only account we have, because obviously this fight only happens between the two of them, only those two know what happened,
Well,
is the third person account of what he tells people when he gets back, which is, I did it on purpose. I killed that fucker. So a lot of people were like, what the fuck? Why is Aemond being like, no, Vhagar, don't do it? Like, he claimed it in the book. He said, I did that shit. So people are like, why is he backtracking?
okay, so even though Aemond was like, no, Vhagar, why do you think Vhagar did it?
Because Arax attacked first.
Why did Arax attack first?
Because he's a scared little baby.
Oh yeah, that is what we were talking about. Yeah. Damn, that sucks.
I think they substituted Luke antagonizing Aemond to Arax antagonizing Vhagar
Fair.
in that little moment, and then Vhagar's like, the fuck did you just do to me? I'll eat you in one little bite, bitch.
No, literally.
And did.
Yes.
He's a little baby being chased. Alright, come here. For the last little bit. Because Arax is this scary little baby being chased by the biggest, baddest dragon in the fucking world.
Yeah. That scene, or that shot of tiny little Arax and...
Yeah, you can see it. You stop that.
Tiny little Arax. Okay, tiny little Arax with Luke on him, just flying in the sky. Like, I thought we were good. Like, he got out of the fogginess. He went into the bright skies, the bright, clear skies.
See, I was thinking the shot with tiny little baby Arax and then the lightning strikes and you can see big-ass Vagar on
That's actually what I was talking about. That was a sick-ass shot.
That was a sick-ass
shot. But then he gets out into the clearing and I thought he was good. I was no longer stressed. And then Vagar comes out of nowhere and then chomps. And Aegon's face is like, oh fuck. Oh fuck, I just fucked shit up. His face is totally like, I fucked up. My mom's gonna be mad at me.
My mom's gonna be so pissed.
Yes. And then the final scene is when Rhaenyra finds out about Luke, and it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. So you never see her face until the last moment, of course, but she stumbles. The music swells, the head lift to know she means business, and then turning around to reveal she's been sobbing and that she is ready to fight. And then cut. End of season. And I thought that was so sick.
Sick as hell.
Sick as hell.
But yeah, that final turn and Emma Darcy's face is just
heartbreaking. And I'm like, and also just like, it makes you so excited for the next season because you know she means business now. Like, she has a reason to be fighting now. You can tell it too.
Because this whole episode, she's been like counseling peace and let's just have peace terms and be friends. And in that moment, it's like, oh, hell no.
Hell no. You killed my baby. Fuck you. Also, it was really sad.
It's really sad.
Poor baby. Also, they're down the dragon.
Pouring tears, but also like, I'm going to kill every one of you.
Yeah. Finally, Rhaenyra is Daemon mad.
Yes.
And I bet he'll like that.
Love that.
Yay.
I love that.
Okay, MVP.
I didn't write these down, so I do have to think about it for like half a second. I'm going to give it to Rhaenyra.
I'm also giving it to Rhaenyra. She gave birth. She became queen.
She pulled that baby out by the head by herself.
And then dropped it on the ground.
What?
Yeah. No, she was a boss ass queen in this episode, and she is awesome. I love her, and I'm excited for her next season.
Yeah. She started out this episode being a cute little mommy, and then she got terrible, awful news, and pushed through it.
And then more cute little mommy.
Cute little mommy. And she was counseling like a boss ass bitch. And by the end of the episode, she is ready to go to war.
Period.
So,
there you go. Favorite line?
I would rather serve my children to the dragons than have them serve shields and cups to your drunken usurper cunt of a king.
Yep. So that is Daemon to Otto after he suggests that his kids be a cupbearer and a squire to King Aegon. So, yeah, and then Daemon, he was a sassy little bitch this entire bridge scene. Because my favorite quote also comes from that, and I laughed out loud at this one. I think it's more the way he said it. Yeah. It was something like, we can have every green head mounted on spikes before the fucking moon turns, or something like that. Yeah. Just the way he said it, how pissed he is, and how, like, nonchalantly he says it. So funny. So
Daemon gets best line in this one for sure.
For sure. Okay, favorite scene.
It's the dragon fight.
It's
so beautiful.
It's a good scene.
It's like, it's visually stunning. Mm-hmm. And it's like heart racing as soon as Luke arrives and he sees Vagar's head pop up, and you're like, shit.
And there's multiple times where you think he's good.
Yeah.
And then you realize he's not multiple times.
Yeah.
So it was like a roller coaster, stressful. The music's really awesome, and they just build it up really well.
The music in the last couple of episodes were really good.
But especially in episode 10, I have the music, especially in my favorite scene, which is the final scene of Rhaenyra finding out about Luke, the stumble, just her whole performance is gorgeous. It was amazing. It was powerful. It was everything. The music in that as well is so good.
Yeah. I only want to talk about the dragon fight scene for like one more second. But it's the roller coaster of emotion where you go from Luke's going to find, let me visualize this on the video if you watch it. It's Luke is going to a friendly ally. Vhagar's there. Boros says, "Not in my house." Aemond follows him. He clears the sky, like he goes through the valley, he clears the sky. Vhagar eats him.
Vhagar eats him.
It's a whirlwind of emotions because you're like, he's good, he's not good, he's good, he's not good, he's good, he's not good.
Yeah.
He's not ever gonna be good.
Nope. So
he's
sad.
gone.
Damn.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to say?
Other than I'm super excited for season 2.
Woo! It's so close. I'm excited.
We're like a month out from recording this, so what did I say? 37 days out?
Something like that.
From the time that we're recording all of these episodes, 7, 8, 9, and 10, we are 37 days out from season 2, and it's going to be very exciting. We're 6 Sundays away.
Woo!
From season 2, we're going to watch the premiere together. We're going to have a very exciting TikTok coming the day before that. And yeah, we'll see you guys for season 2 recaps.
Woo!
This is going to be very exciting.
Yay.
Yay.
Bye!